The push to ban TikTok is heating up. Despite a bill to ban the popular app failing in the Senate, the fight is far from over. If a ban does go through, what impact would it have on other social media companies? And what would it mean for U.S.-China relations, which are heating up ahead of House Speaker Kevin McCarthy's expected meeting with the president of Taiwan? It's this week's cover story written by Barron's tech editor Eric Savitz. Eric, thanks for coming on the show. You know, to start, can you give us a sense of the scale of this company? TikTok is clearly the cool kid on the social media block.
Yeah, they're more than just the cool kid. They're the big kid. You're talking about an application that has 150 million users in the U.S., 1.5 billion around the world. That's not even including China. This is a company that is valued as a private company in the range of 225 to 250 billion dollars. Depends who's doing the counting. This year they're going to do more than 14 billion dollars in advertising. That's more than Snap and Pinterest and Twitter combined. This is a big company.
So one of the potential solutions to this would be to sell to an American buyer. You've done some interesting math on this. It's not quite as expensive as it sounds at a $250 billion valuation, right?
Right. So 250 billion, to be clear, is the valuation for ByteDance, which is the company, the Chinese company that owns TikTok. If you carved out TikTok, back of the envelope math gets you to about $50 billion. But then you can back out some of that. About 60% of ByteDance is owned by large institutional investors, including American venture capital firms. When you kind of work through the numbers, you probably need about 15 or 20 billion to buy out the Chinese interest and make this a truly American company.
So one of the big focuses is actually the potential of a ban, and you even have unlikely allies such as Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and Rand Paul seemingly coming together on this point, whether it happens or not. I'm just curious on the business side of it, though. Who would be the winners there?
So there's a couple of obvious winners. There are at least 3 other apps that look a lot like TikTok. So the one that wins the most, I think, here is Meta, which has Reels, which is basically a clone of TikTok that you can find both in Facebook and Instagram. They should be able to boost their earnings by as much as, if you ask Morgan Stanley, by as much as $1 a share. If they were to take say half of the current TikTok traffic. So they'd be a big winner. YouTube Shorts, which is another service that's quite similar, would also benefit. And so would Snapchat, which has a service called Spotlight that also looks a lot the same. So they would all get some additional traffic in the event that there's actually a ban.
If only Quibi were still around to benefit from this. So, Ben, let's say there was a ban. It's already a strained relationship with China. This wouldn't help. Would there be retaliation?
Well, everyone's worried about China retaliating against, say, a company like Apple, but that's not very likely. Apple, for one, is just too popular with the Chinese people. They love those Apple phones. And it's also just a very important partner for China in terms of having the factories there where things are getting built. But on the margins, we're seeing a little bit of this. I think it was Micron has been the target of some security issues, and they're going to be looking at the chips there. But I think the biggest thing is that while the United States is working on cutting ties with China, China's going around and they're building ties with other nations. We've seen that with Brazil, they're going to start using their local currencies. And that's a really big deal in really creating a non-U.S. future for China.
Eric, what's the special sauce here for TikTok? You mentioned the shorts, the YouTube shorts. You mentioned the Reels over at Meta. What does TikTok do so well?
Well, I think from a technical point of view, they just have a better piece of software, a better algorithm to deliver to you, the user, videos that you want to see.